And now, so for us to kind of just go ahead and dive right on into the part that everyone's always tuning in to hear about, since you all ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Allante.
I would say we went on a date. We went on a
Okay.
Yeah, we
Y'all had me nervous. Why the hesitation?
I would say we went on a date. Like, come on.
What's going on?
I'll let her go. She can
yeah,
go ahead and go. Ladies
Okay, go
first.
ahead,
Ladies
Catherine.
yeah,
first.
yeah, we went on a date. We did go on a date.
Okay,
I was
good,
just,
Okay.
good.
wanting to let him answer because I answered the last one, I guess, first. So I was just like, let him speak. But we did go on that.
All right. So when did you guys go on the date and how was it?
We went right after. Like, as soon as we left, we were like, all right, I'm hungry. He's like, let's go. And he ended up having friends with him.
Okay.
And it's so funny because his friends went to the restaurant with us, sat on the completely other side of the restaurant. So it was like me and Alante's real date. So,
Good.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
That's
that's
good.
why I
I'm
said
glad
it
the
was fine.
friends weren't, third
Yeah.
wheeling it with y'all.
I mean, technically, they still were. Like, when you leave, you gotta leave with them, right? Like,
Alante, how was that first date for you?
It was pretty dope. We went to a soul food restaurant that she requested. It wasn't the best food in
mm,
Arizona. She probably could tell you the name, but you probably know what it is
I
too.
don't, I don't remember the name, but I do remember Alante like, oh, it's not the best food I ever had. And you want to come here?
Oh
Yeah,
And I'm
it,
like, yeah. I didn't really eat my food, so I didn't know how it was. I wasn't really feeling the best,
no. Okay.
but so I didn't even enjoy my food. But Alante was a good critic for that restaurant, so I won't even put it out there.
for sure.
Oh
I
no.
mean, it's soul food. So when you go to eat at a soul food restaurant, I mean, it's like you about to go eat at somebody's house and you about to see how good their cooking is. I mean, a restaurant version of soul food. I mean, soul food is still soul food, but I guess you could signify as if it's good or not. But to kind of put soul food and being like this is the best food in Arizona over Philip de Dijon over down the street is kind of, I don't know. You kind of really can't compare
Oh,
just because it's soul food.
okay. So, where are you guys both located?
I'm in New York.
New York, Alante?
I just actually moved from LA a week and a half ago to Dallas, so I live in Dallas
Oh
currently.
damn, y'all are
Okay. All
completely on
right. So
opposite.
now after you guys
Okay.
left your date, how was the communication? Did you guys stick in Arizona for a bit or did you both fly back soon after?
So we ended up.
Hold on. Did you fly to Arizona with your friends, or did you already have friends out there?
After,
I guess I got to keep saying names after I ask a
You
question because
do,
y'all
you
just stare
do,
at each
you
other
do.
thank
like,
you.
who's going to go first?
Ladies first.
I will. Okay, let me go. So we did end up after eating. We went back to our spots and got ready and met up with some of the other cast members of the show that night. They were at like a lounge somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it is. Maybe Alante, you remember? But we ended up going down there and meeting them.
Mhm.
So yeah, we hung out with them for a good while, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We did. Nick, Naeem, I think his name Naeem. Um, he got a section for like the
Oh,
whole cat for like the whole cast. He balled out. He got like
thank you.
yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Naeem, man. He 100 for that. Yeah, he got a section that it's like it's in at Scottsdale where all the bars at.
Okay.
Majority of us went. And we hung out there, had a good time. I would say we had a good time. I had a good time there.
I had a good time. It's just that I just wasn't feeling the greatest, but I was just trying to
Mm-hmm.
put my best foot
Oh
forward.
damn.
Because I was tired, I was feeling a little sick, like coming down because of the travels and then like
Right.
not getting much sleep.
So y'all gotta set up a second date. Like y'all would have had to. I mean, this was a while ago, of course. Hopefully they did. I don't know what's gonna happen by the end of this, but at the same time, if it's he's with his friends and then y'all kind of chill out together for 1 or 2 hours, however long that was, hour and 30 minutes. Y'all didn't have the best food. Y'all went to a lounge with people and partied with them, and this whole time she wasn't feeling herself. She wasn't feeling the greatest. She was feeling kind of sick. That don't really seem like a legit, like, you gotta be rejuvenated, get better, and then have an actual real date with no friends and shit around, and y'all do what y'all want to do for the whole day. that it don't really sound. It sound like an okay time. We did something, but it don't. I don't really hear like anything that's like bright. How do I put it? Like everything just seems mid. I'm gonna just use that. You know, just mid. I'm gonna keep it safe. Yeah, mid. The date seemed mid. Food was mid or below mid, I guess. And she was feeling mid. It don't really sound that like that great of a night.
So, but I made the best out of it. Did you enjoy yourself, Allante, at the club, at the white club?
I would say at the club,
And y'all went to a white club. Now I will go to a white club. It don't matter to me. Whatever, cool. But and y'all went to like what was the DJ playing?
I did enjoy myself.
Okay.
Okay.
No complaints about the club and no complaints about the date specifically. Yeah.
Okay, good. So now, after you
The food was a complaint.
guys went back to your homes, whenever your flights were, how was the communication? Were you guys texting, FaceTime call? How was all that? I'm sorry. Let
Nothing, just like this.
me say names. Let's start with Allante.
All right.
Straight silence.
Yeah, like I ended it from my perspective in Arizona that
Oh.
following day, the next day, which was a Sunday. I expect we recorded on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday, yeah, that was my last form of contact with her on Sunday. It
Okay.
was a long night that night. We had a long night that night. Had a good time. Well, partly, and then yeah,
Okay.
That's
Why
it,
did you end it? You
man.
guys just said you had a great time.
yeah, we had a good time at dinner. Dinner was a vibe. At the bar it was a good time.
How was the conversation? Like, what did y'all talk about to make it not a? I mean, the food wasn't. Nothing really sounds like it was that much of a vibe. The only thing that was a vibe was the section because y'all didn't pay for it. So, so I mean, hey,
Solid time. And afterwards, I'm gonna say best way I can just put it from my perspective in the most respectful way. It's just um, we really wasn't matching the way we matched on set.
I'll be saying that too.
Okay.
I'll be saying that.
Catherine, do you
Yeah.
agree?
What I mean, when I say I'll be saying that is because you don't really know the person unless you're actually out with them in public and you see how they actually move. You don't really get the whole perspective because you hear it a lot. Oh, we matched on the show, but then all of a sudden we were hanging out for an hour and a half and we were eating and I saw like a bunch of things that I just didn't like, so I just ended it. It's like, god damn, it took you 15 minutes to match and an hour to break it off.
Well, after the bar that night, I had to put a hard boundary in place, and I feel like me and Allante just wanted to operate at different
A
paces.
hard boundary.
My idea of matching was to go on a date, maybe hang out with the people, maybe not, um, but ultimately go back to our states and continue to get to know each other. And then when we do that, then
Okay.
we could connect and like book flights and travel and meet each other again if we continue to water that connection.
Mm-hmm.
But based on the boundary that I set into place, I don't think that Allante had that intention, and it just came to the point where I think that we just had two different intentions. That's my perspective of
Okay.
it.
So, what intentions do you think he had?
Well, I'm not sure of his intentions. I can't speak for Allante, but I can say my intentions were to do those things that I just stated.
Okay.
And based on Allante's reaction, I don't believe that that was his intention.
Did he just want to move fast and he wanted to fly you out in the next 3 days or something? Like what's
Because if so, I think that we would have continued to speak, right? Instead of ending it the following day, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Allante, so what would you say were your intentions and how do you think they differed from hers?
I'm not gonna say that's the reason why I ended it. I don't agree to that part. But
okay?
my intentions was originally the same. Like definitely to see how far that the situation can go.
Okay.
Going back home and figuring it out, no matter if we FaceTime or link up, fly to see each other. But like I said, that particular night of events that transpired, like it just didn't lead in that way. It was more, and even the next day, it just led to more of a situation where I felt more comfortable not communicating with her no more.
Okay. I'm confused, guys. Why? Like, why?
Y'all don't never be saying the whole story. Okay. Did he want to hit that night, and then you were just like, no, we need to, move slower or something like that, and somebody didn't feel comfortable or whatever? I don't know. Was his friends throwing the vibe off?
You guys said
What's
it
really
went
going on?
well, and now it's
Yeah,
All right, so basically, from my perspective, like um,
fan. Okay, no, they didn't say anything went well. Their tone of voice were saying, no, hold on. They said it went well. Their tone of voice seemed like it went well, but everything they said was terrible. The food was bad. His friends was there, so it was kind of a date, not really a date. They went to a white club, and the only good thing, like I said, was they didn't pay for the section. It was free drink, so hey, you know what I mean? That's it.
I feel like the when I came on that show, like I was really being me as far as like looking for a genuine, sincere connection with an
mhm.
individual, somebody who was really them, somebody who was just open minded to like figuring stuff out with a relationship, and through that course of that night, of course, like I said, like the dinner was good. We went
Mhm.
out to dinner. Um,
Now the dinner was good. Come on, man.
the whole vibes was good.
Okay,
She was sick, like she was getting sick, by the way, so she not lying about that or
okay,
whatever. She,
Mhm.
I really feel like it's from the flight, from like immune system.
Yeah,
We ain't had no
I
sleep
got sick.
type thing, and we end up going out to that spot, and my first situation with her that just kind of started going awkward was just
what was it?
it was a bunch of little random moments that occurred first, from her dancing on me, to her telling me like don't touch her, to her like telling me to touch her, to me talking to one of the girls and
Okay,
having a nice little conversation. I'm getting a hug and she grabbed me off of her as I'm giving a hug,
okay,
to the next stage of us hanging out after the club. Like
okay.
that didn't go well. That's the
After
part that really didn't go to well.
did that not go well because she's just going on and on about what she was doing in the club and all that type of stuff? Maybe a
The best part
little bit too clingy.
is that wasn't the best. It was after the club. It wasn't really the dinner or the club specifically. It was after the club.
Okay,
Okay.
Right.
Catherine, tell us about after the club.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I wasn't feeling well. Allante. Um, we were okay. So the whole thing, I had a hot air balloon, like a sunrise hot air balloon, and another like excursion the following morning. So it was like 4 a.m. Mind you, I'm not feeling well. So now I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, all right. The plan was to go to an after spot, and we didn't end up doing that because when I got back to my like the car that we traveled in, I was feeling so sick. So I was like, Alante, I'm not going to be able to make it, and I gave him the opportunity, like if you want to continue to hang out, by all means, because we're here individually. I know you still want to have a good time, and he was like, no, I'm good. Like I just want to make sure you're good. So I thought that was extremely kind because I wasn't feeling good. He called his friends, let them know, like, I'm going to make sure she gets back to her spot safely. And then at that point, things got a little bit, you know, iffy. And that's where I had to set this hard boundary. Um, and I
look,
think that
if you're sick, I'm not. We ate. We at the club. And you sick and talking about you sick and sleepy. You feeling all types of no. Why would I want to take you to a? Why would y'all even just suggest to go to an after hour spot? I don't even know that many people at all right now that go to after hour spot still. Like, what are we doing here?
based on Alante's reaction, he wasn't for that. Like, that
Okay.
wasn't something, yes, yeah.
Okay. And
I
you said
mean, all
this was
right.
back when you this all happened in the car. You said you went back to your place.
No, yeah, so I had a rental. He ended up driving the rental back to my hotel. I was
Mhm.
like, thank you, Um, but I had a hot air balloon thing in like an hour. I wanted to like lay down,
Yeah.
just try to get some energy. Um, but yeah, so
Alrighty.
yeah,
So
that's
then
what I wanted to do.
uh-huh.
And yeah, so that's not what happened though. I didn't
Okay.
get any sleep. I feel like because of the hard boundary, there was like contention,
Mhm.
and that's just something that I didn't anticipate because I thought Alante was trying to, sincerely care for my well being. Like I thought he was like, an advocate for, you know. my health and like all of that. But I don't. That's why I said I think that he had his own intentions behind, um, that were unbeknownst to me
Okay.
What would,
at that moment. But of course, following day, I realized that okay, maybe because of those moments is the reason why he didn't want to continue to get to know me.
what do you think my intentions was?
I don't think your intentions were to take me home, safely, and that was it. That's just not what I believe.
I'm taking your sick ass home.
Hmm.
You
Yeah,
going home, bro?
What was your intentions then?
my intentions were to, like I stated, like just to get some energy because I had to go on this hot air balloon. It was bad enough I was sick. Bad enough I didn't get any sleep. I wasn't really, getting any sleep, and I just wasn't feeling good. And I think that was clear to you because like you offered to make sure I was good. Like you good. Like I'm gonna make sure you get back to your spot safely. So that's what I thought originally, but yeah, I don't believe that that was your sole purpose.
Who suggested to go to the after hour spot?
Because if that's the case, I don't think we would have an issue right now.
That's what I want to know.
And I think that we would be in communication still. At least a conversation would have been had. And it wasn't a conversation. It was just this particular boundary, and then following was the reaction. So it's like
So it was the touching boundary. I think that's what you're talking about,
that's
right?
just what I'm thinking was the issue.
That's no big deal. Hey, you're too close. I don't know you like that. Don't touch me. Okay, cool. That's
But
not
if
that
there was
hard to follow.
another issue or another problem, or you said like some like red flags or whatever the case may be, you could have stated that to me. But that's not. We didn't really have a conversation about it, so I'm just going based on my last interaction with you, and it was that boundary that was put into place.
And what? I'm just curious. I'm just trying. This is new to me, by the way. So I'm just trying to figure out what boundaries did I cross?
I rather not even. I rather not even go into it. But you know what happened, Allante.
No, I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, you know what
I,
happened. Like the
I
boundary. Like what I'm saying, hard boundary. Like something that you're not willing to do, or something that you're not willing to do at the moment,
mm,
and yeah, something like that.
and that was the case.
That was the case. That was my perspective of it.
BM, come here. BM, where you at? BM, where you at, BM?
Do you
And then
have a
following
different
that,
perspective, Alante, than what she had?
Definitely got a different perspective, but
All right, what is it?
um, we yeah,
There's no but. Say what it is.
definitely got a different perspective. But yeah, sure, we could ride with that.
No, we don't have to ride with that. We get all right, man.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Put your gas in the car too. We're gonna ride with your gas too. What's your perspective? We got to have both things on the front table here.
if you want to, say whatever your side was, you definitely can, but
Nah,
no.
I'm gonna let it be. But not like just we just gonna leave it like this.
Now,
Like
if you don't want to go back and forth and start a whole argument, I get that because it's gonna cause. It's like you probably are gathering the future here in the next 2 minutes. You'd be like, yo, if I say what I'm gonna say, it's gonna cause a eruption in here.
we just want a perfect match, and
exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Our
we're gonna leave it
intentions.
there. But we are gonna make one thing clear. Definitely did not cross any boundaries, and I don't think it had nothing to do with placing a hard stagnant boundary towards anything. I'm gonna just put it like this. I think it was my conflict was the immaturity. Um, no matter if you want to label it as a boundary or whatever, I think it was the immaturity, the inconsistency of how you was coming off,
Okay.
and we're not gonna point no fingers, so we just gonna leave it there, and
The immaturity sounds like he's talking about her pulling him off of other girls or pulling him away from talking to other girls at the club.
we just didn't see eye to
Yeah,
eye.
I'm not pointing fingers, Alante. I'm just saying that I think that we had some differences, and like some of the things that we believed in our values or whatever the case may be, it just didn't align at that moment. And because there wasn't a clarifying conversation, that's what I'm going based off of.
Okay, for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm just telling my experience.
So after that night, you guys didn't speak again. Was there like a text message the
Absolutely.
next day or
I
a
blocked her.
call? Nothing.
I blocked her.
Okay.
Yeah, I blocked her for sure, for sure.
Okay. So this
Well,
is your.
actually,
Why you blocking girls?
Go ahead,
Oh
Catherine.
yeah,
I'm
we
sorry.
talked the next day.
I don't block anybody on anything.
We talked. We did talk the next day one time.
Yeah, yeah. We
We did
talked.
talk the next day.
yeah, I called him, just to have a conversation because,
I called
a
you.
couple of
Unless they're super crazy trying to blow your house up and like pop your tires and trying to find you and doing all type of stalker stuff.
things. I'm sorry?
I said I called you.
You mean you called me back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I thought we were gonna have a conversation. There was some form of communication, but the conversation didn't happen because Allante stated that he would give me a call back, and he never did. Instead of like telling me like, hey, like I'm not interested anymore. Like that's okay, but we didn't have that, so I don't know
No closure.
exactly. I'm just speaking from my perspective and my experience. That's all I can go based off of. So yeah.
Okay.
But since that moment when he said like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you back," and he never did, I guess that's when he blocked me. Right.
Okay, no closure. No
Okay.
closure. Okay.
Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear that, it didn't turn out too well for you guys.
Yeah.
That's not what we hope for you guys when you come on the show or anything. So,
No, for sure, for sure.
yeah, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. But so this is the first time you guys are speaking with each other since that weekend.
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
I just wanna I like I said, I don't want to get in no specifics. I just want to just make sure like we just end this call on good notes.
yeah.
Yeah.
No on that type of thing, type energy for sure, for sure,
Okay. Well, let's try to, brighten up the spirits a little bit.
for sure, for
So,
sure.
anything that you guys are working on that, the viewers, supporters, whoever it is that we can tune in and catch up with you guys on, whatever that may be, anything that we can do to support you guys. Let's start with you, Catherine.
So I do have like a YouTube channel. I created a YouTube channel just to have like some sit down talks, travel vlogs. And it kind of was stemmed from these moments when I kind of went viral for that whole Roman situation. So it's called Red Dress Diaries. So
Okay.
that is a channel that I created, based on the experience. So if you
Okay.
guys want to see more of me, that's where you can see me.
Okay, nice, nice. And Alante, what about for yourself?
Um, not much. Just locked in as far. I just moved to Dallas, so
Yeah, congrats on
um,
that.
thank you so much. Me and my dog drove all the way from California by ourselves. So
Oh
U-Haul
man.
truck on, I mean car on the back, everything. So I'm just getting acquainted with Dallas, just living here. The living scene. It's pretty fun. So I'm enjoying it.
I don't know. Check your DMs, whatever. I only sometimes I go to the end of these videos and I go past from what she says. What do you guys got, coming up or whatever? And if you watch my videos, I usually say work on yourselves and something slick at the end or whatever. This one I stayed past all that because sometimes I wanted to see if well, I'm actually dating somebody new now and he's a wonderful person, or I met this one girl named Linda and blah 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 and she's great, because sometimes they already be dating successfully somebody else, and but in the middle of them they do these catch ups in the middle of the they already met some. I met somebody 2 weeks ago that you do a catch up and there's all this drama. Then the person that you're currently dating off of being on the show and getting popular and hitting up your DMs, the person is watching this like, damn, this is how you handle these type of situations. I hope me and you don't argue like that.